Got into Nebraska. I'm in Omaha about midnight last night. Just woke up, it's still dark out. Only got a few hours of sleep because we got to get out 2 hours drive to the town where the potential Ferncrest is going. Shannon, the property owner, is going to pick me up now. And first step is the town meeting and then walking the property. So this is the day. Are we going to open a Ferncrest here in Nebraska? We'll know by the end of the day.
Beautiful, like small town vibe feel, people coming in. That'll be pretty sweet.
Yeah, look at this brick building over here too. It's got some
very
character to it.
Tons of character.
That's the mill. I want one of those on my property, a boxcar.
That's cool.
What a great little place to have another little experience.
So what are we doing, Shannon?
This morning we're gonna meet with the city leaders and all the proper people to help us just visualize what our next steps are going to be. And this is an opportunity. Our land is just across the river. We're going to go actually step foot on our land for the very first time. We've manifested it, and now we're going to actually achieve it.
Awesome.
Big city.
It's got the small town vibe for sure.
You got to manifest it somewhere, somehow. So in my imagination, so if you guys want to get away from everybody else, truly far away, isolated, the medium and large tent is what I've put down in there to do that, so it can hold 6 in one and 8 in the other. That's a nice group of people. That's this room.
Is that a big destination for weddings this town?
The fairground, the new building,
Oh, yeah.
fairgrounds, that's been changed. Otherwise, we have the Legion.
Yeah.
But with something like this, that would definitely change things.
Right.
It would bring a lot more people in. Send you another text with my email so that any signs, marking, all that stuff that you need, you know.
So Shannon,
Yes, sir.
hot take. How was it? How was the meeting so far?
You know, it almost felt like we were coming home. It was really nice to be warmly greeted, accepted right off the bat, and to feel the energy in the room was really the synergism of all of us saying, what do you need? How can I help you? And how can we help you back? I'm looking forward to the 4th of July Day Parade. I'm looking forward to the county fair. This is going to be an amazing journey. And I'm so glad that all of you are with us on this journey.
Most important question is, how's that thing?
Well, this was made specifically by us, for us. I don't know if we can share these with other people.
that is dense.
I think you're going to see these at the campsite in the morning with coffee and donuts right outside every morning.
I agree.
There's the houses right there. This is our entrance right here.
We should buy that house and refab it.
Yeah, sure.
That's
where he could live.
Yeah.
All this is ours.
Parking. Just big.
Right here, yeah.
I mean, this parking is perfect already. It's like you don't even have to you just gravel top it. And
Yeah.
The barn?
But that's
the
okay.
barn.
We can relocate it now. It doesn't necessarily, but that's a good space, I think, for the event.
Oh, it's so
separate.
perfect. Yeah.
Look at this lake. Oh my God, it's so much bigger than I thought.
Damn, guys.
Beautiful.
Wow. That is gorgeous.
Wow.
I'm so happy with that.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Those trees are massive. Look at those trees.
Beautiful. I'm trying not to get tears in my eyes.
I'm very happy.
This is like thrilling. This is so thrilling.
You got my phone number? Yes, sir. Okay, yep. Just make sure you take a tour through Riverside over there.
Yeah,
See
that's
the swinging bridge,
Yeah.
some of that stuff there.
Yeah, so I want to show these guys where we're going to be for the fair.
Yep.
I know pretty much exactly where we're going to be.
I mean, you're not going to be short on power. There's that
No.
power station
the
or
substation's
right there. It's like,
you've got it right here. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just putting your loop to wherever you want to go, and then
this is so cool. It's like cabin. That water looks nice. Better or worse than you expected?
This is so much bigger than I imagined it.
Bigger, right? Yeah.
Way bigger than I expected.
Like the satellite view of this looked like a little drain pond.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought, oh, this is a cow pond. This
Yeah.
is not a cow pond.
no. Wow.
Right?
Dry, clean. This is what you're thinking, camp store?
Well, I didn't know what it looked like inside before, but this sort of looks like a camp store to me.
It does. It's a decent size.
Insulate it,
Yeah, you could insulate it.
put a little drywall. I see some light coming through the wood over there. So,
Yeah.
You know, do a little minor rehab.
Yep.
Maybe we turn that little pop-up camper into the coffee spot.
Oh, that's a pop-up camper. Interesting. What's that thing?
Just a equipment barn as far as I know.
Yep.
Drive over to that little building and see if it's worthy of putting in. Maybe that's where we put the pump.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's there.
If it's a nice location for branching out to everything, to your tent.
Right, it's a little bit...
No water to the tents. It's just the bathhouse.
There'll be a hydrant in between tents.
Yeah, we're gonna have laterals for the hydrants, but we have to map that out.
Right.
So we don't even really know how many we're gonna do yet. Most of our campsites are over here, right?
Yeah.
That's just more of a lateral for him to
Pretty
run.
much want your well centralized because the longer distance you go, the bigger pipe you have to go, which is more
Probably
expensive.
makes sense on this side then,
It
right?
makes sense.
But
Yeah.
that may be movable easily.
That's actually the bigger thing, yeah.
Oh, actually,
I don't know. Yeah.
It's gonna be insane. Like, even around the pond here, like, this is all gonna be in the shade.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. And then this out here, like, look at these natural openings already. The cost of developing this land already, the fact that you have this here for the bathhouse area with some landscaping, some plants around that bathhouse, it's gonna be amazing. The parking that you already have up there. I mean, this is as good as it gets for a glamping operation. I mean, comparative even to the original location in Promised Land, like, that was an old campground,
Right.
but it required probably far more work.
I'm looking at this. I don't know if we really need to rock much past. These are very. I mean, we could have a brush mower, and keep this brushed.
Yeah, I mean, you could chip it too, because glamping is sensory, right? I mean, guys, come on, look at this. It's I mean, you got the path already. You got these openings.
I mean, it's perfect. They've already laid a path for me to just develop.
Yeah.
Right on the edge of the tree, so you're looking into the tree.
Exactly.
You just cut a little trail to each one. I mean, this is.
You already have your sight lines. And these trees are just like stunningly large, and like the branches. I mean, you do a little bit of tree work in here and make sure you take down the widowmakers and stuff like that, right? You know, even these young trees.
This is the area. This is the curve right here on the map. This whole area going to the left. This is all the curve, all the way back. Far enough away you can just barely see the camp store.
Yep.
1 through 12 is right along here.
Yeah, these are all the
One-
smaller
yep.
size, very.
I want to look at that map again. If you want to be able to, because you have 24 planned, only 12 here, right? So where are we?
Right here, right by this big tree.
How many tents do you have on this right here?
12 on the yellow tents. See, 1 all the way to 12 over here.
What he's
yeah.
saying is this would actually hold 12.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We're
yeah.
not going to have the 1, 2, 3 over here. We're going to skinny those down behind that big group of cedars.
Oh, there's plenty of room. Yeah, you can see the other tents from here, but it's not going to be within earshot.
But again, walking distance.
Yeah,
lateral
I
distance.
agree.
Especially because you're doing one bathhouse to start.
Yeah, compression.
So like the 12 initial units right here,
Off this
that
main
is
line.
not far from the bathhouse
Correct.
at all. And then for future expansion, I mean, you'll have another bathhouse potentially for additional ones. If you work this land right here as is, and you don't even like worry about the rest of it for now, this is how you get open by like
September. Right. I agree.
Like
with you.
total acreage again of this property?
44.
40.
This takes us right to the river right here.
You'll have the riverbank, yeah?
We own the other riverbank too.
Wow.
See, there's the river. We own the other riverbank.
Oh yeah,
too.
wow.
So this is the overlook. I want to put a bench and a little resting spot out here just to watch the river, just to relax and chill out.
What's the purchase price again?
200.
200.
It's amazing.
See, that's ours too, John, that riverbank. That tree is ours in the middle of the river.
This is a swimmable river too. Like
Yeah,
this is
no,
a
it's
natural swimmable river.
Yeah,
People
floatable.
float with beer coolers down the river.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I said. Do you have a float business? Oh yeah, there's one down in Norfolk. Perfect.
partner with them, right?
That's
Get them
right.
out here.
Hey,
Yep.
we've got a location down the road from you. What do you got to do, or what do we got to do to have that happen?
Just past where that car is right now, that truck, just over there, you can see that painting on the wall.
That's the ball field and stuff.
That's where
That's the pool house.
That's where the pool is. For County Fair is right there.
That's funny.
You're literally
Wow.
going to be able to go, that's ours right there. No, that's a deer.
I find all sorts of stuff like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, grass
Yeah.
chewer.
Yeah,
That's just a fawn.
a little doe.
little fawn.
But in your trade, and you're looking at this and being like, you could do all of this in like a month.
Easily.
Weeks, not months.
If we had the survey done and electrical, plumbing, and me, I mean, this could be done by the end of May.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome?
it's possible. They said you're gonna have a lot of cleanup, and like, yeah, sure, in the woods you have cleanup. I don't even see like major cleanup around here.
Not right here.
Yeah.
I mean, right here, you can pull some of these dead branches out.
Because your ground is so level here.
Yes.
Even if you have to go up a few feet, like building platforms, you're not even like don't even like worry about.
I don't need a rail for anything. It's 24 inches. I can raise everything 2 feet basically, and we're pretty safe with having 3 steps and a platform.
You're not even going to need to do any grading, really. I mean, if you just want to throw in the footings.
Want a cookie?
I'll try it.
I don't want to cook this.
This is good.
Shannon, what you doing?
I'm manifesting, being very thankful. It took a lot for more than just myself to get to this moment. It's time to celebrate. It's also time to reflect on what it took and what it's going to take to make it happen. If you're watching me here at this moment, you could be here too. You could absolutely achieve exactly the same thing. Reach for it. Don't be afraid. Everybody said you can't, you won't, maybe you can't. Nah, you can. If you want it, you'll get there. Don't give up, whatever you do. Always believe in your own dream. So I'm going to take a little land home with me. I'll take a little bit of, I can't take it all home, Shannon.
It's a sandy soil, huh?
It is very sandy.
Won't have any issues with the septic. Good drainage.
There you go. One more dream fulfilled.
And try their delicious cookie.
You can't miss this cookie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not right. That's going to be in the store. That's delicious.
What are we doing here?
Well, we're here at the Antelope County Courthouse. We're going to get a physical address. Our land has never had a physical address, ever. Ever. And it's over 100-year history. So we're going to get a physical address, and then we're going to walk over to the post office and get a P.O. box so we can actually get things.
You're getting a lot done today.
We're going to, isn't it nice?
Yeah.
One more step. So this piece of land connects to us, and this piece of land is this river here, mostly the Elkhorn River here.
It's 100% floodplain. Everything you own, floodplain.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun?
So much fun.
Have you seen the map?
There's us.
Okay. Oh, you're just here.
Mhm.
Here and here.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's our entrance right there.
See? 100% floodplain.
What level of floodplain are we at?
So here in Antelope County, we have the paper map. So this is from 1977.
Okay.
Got it.
The update was in 2009 when they did the overlay, when they did this digital overlay.
Okay.
Otherwise, no, it has not been touched since 1977. So here we are zone A. Everything is A, and that is it.
Okay. Is that good or
So
bad?
that makes life much easier for everybody. In Nebraska, you have to build 1 foot above the base flood elevation. And the good thing is that there was a base flood elevation done for this section.
Everywhere on this land would have the same requirement for how many base feet above elevation.
Yes.
1 foot?
1 foot.
So what is base flood elevation?
Different, and you have to have a surveyor.
Oh, that's where we have to get the surveyor.
Building in the floodplain makes life that much more fun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and print this out for you. And these little squiggly lines tell you, like, this is where the level goes up. Let me get this printed, and then I have other surveyor numbers too if you need other surveyor numbers. Here's the base flood elevation. So in between the squiggly lines, you take the higher number. So you're at 1,727. So you have to build at 1,728. That's where that has to be.
Okay.
You won't know until you get that surveyor out there to tell you
Oh, what the actual elevation
what
is.
the actual elevation is. 24 it happened. It flooded the area for a few days because, you know, when water gets there and stays there for a while.
Yeah. Leaving it narrowed scope makes more sense for us.
Totally. Not building, focus on areas.
Not this.
That was where you were thinking the retreat area.
But,
Yeah.
But if this turns into the event center, this piece moves down here now.
Agreed.
We never have to worry about that bridge or the bog. If it's too muddy, you can't walk there. You can drive around and come up through the park the other way.
Yep.
You saw that bridge here.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you see that there's a way
Yes,
to
ma'am.
park all here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys were still talking about doing a bridge, if that's going to be feasible or not.
That's what we were just discussing. We had some tents in this area to make these sort of exclusive out in the woods. But since that's going to be an issue, and we know that this is going to be muggy every once in a while, no, we'll take leave this natural because we can access it from here.
Right.
Okay.
Just leave it all, never even think about it now. Only when it's dry can you walk across it. Makes sense to me. The Webbs have talked to us about already purchasing that old abandoned house.
Oh, okay, great.
And since it's already got power, water, and electric there, tear the house down, build the event center to what we want, and then take that 4-dome structure and move it right here so that it's away from all that. We can even put up more dirt as a berm to keep this over there.
Yeah.
Right? Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I do.
And this is our corporate retreat center. This is our event center, weddings. That's right off the road. It's got its own address, right?
As far as I know, it's one address.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I can ask.
Well, he said that this was a separate piece of property, Mr. Webb.
Doesn't look like it on this map.
No, it doesn't.
According to this, it's one. But
Interesting.
it may have been two at another point in time, but right now it's one.
The most important thing, Shannon, is figuring out the elevation of the areas that we want to build in, like over there.
Yeah, here.
And
I mean, for future use, all down here.
yeah,
And you can scoochie for me? This way, please.
yeah,
Over here.
exactly, over there, which seemed higher when we walked the land. So I think
Really did.
if it's 1728 or 1727 in some of those spots, then we're good.
Yeah. I can send you that.
Fine,
No,
you
no,
don't
but,
need to send me all
just
that.
so that
That's
you-
so cool.
Please look up Camp Ferncrest. Okay, Gator.
I'm a gator. All right, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Where you want to do, right?
I knew the 4 over there was gonna.
Oh, carabiner. Yep.
Brian the Gator, love it. You are definitely one of the crew now.
I know, I got it. I'm just nervous about this elevation test because and the way she was making it seem was just like, she was like positive, but also like was giving me a little bit of like, maybe. How high do you think it is? I don't know.
Where are we at right here, Brian?
She had a nervous laugh when I said 10 feet. Oh yeah, let me check.
$15 is impossible at the moment.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Oh, absolutely. But does that mean we have to berm up our land so it can't get flooded?
I don't think that's how it works. They're not gonna let you put a berm and still be at the floodplain. Maybe it's how you evolve the plan. I mean, the bathhouse obviously, but like,
But didn't they say it's not a permanent structure?
yeah.
So again, it's not a permanent structure if nothing is permanently fixed to the land, like a pop and go tent. Now, unfortunately, these aren't pop and goes. We're going to leave them up, but they're not a structure that's fixed to the land.
I see that 1727, 28, 29. It goes all the way up to that way. And so down here, it just starts sloping.
We're 1721
One,
right
1721 right there.
there. So we need technically 7 feet, which isn't much. If he gives us 5 or 6 feet, I think, and we tell him the bathhouse is going to be there. Nothing else is fixed and permanent.
Bathhouse could be where? Over here.
Over here, I mean, the highest, this is too low.
Yeah,
Wow.
the highest point, which would make the most sense, I think.
Oh, right on top of this.
That berm right there.
Okay.
I still think we're fine with the other units because nothing's a fixed structure.
I'm imagining walking from the check-in.
You might move your parking up. Like you might actually. So if
Gravel
this,
road in, and this becomes more.
this is parking.
Yeah.
And then that's the bathhouse, maybe store. You could even flank it. You could have bathhouse, store, and then the entranceway.
Right between them.
Build this up even more, and then those still put on a few feet of platform. But like, if you could make it eligible for being temporary
Did you
structures.
see what it was just past the berm?
I didn't, but it's probably a few feet. Let's go walk.
These tents, and we're gonna call them tents. We're not calling it a structure.
Yeah.
You need to tell the survey we have removable pop-up dome tents. Right. We're not putting an actual structure in the ground.
If this floods too, it's not going to be rushing water here, right? It's going to be standing water. So Siri doesn't. Let me see.
When I was talking to Dana, and I was asking her about permitting for like the dome tents, she's like, "Well, you don't need a dome tent if it's not a structure." She's like, I don't know how to answer that.
She said if it's got electrical to it, but maybe
Maybe if she said not electrical. It doesn't have air conditioning, as in an air conditioning unit.
Oh, that's
We're
right.
plug and go.
Yeah, not our
We're
stuff.
plug and
We're
go.
plug and go.
If we keep it portable and we keep it, if it's
everything
not like a
plug and
wired
go.
condenser unit.
Yes, yes.
So when I do my pools, for instance, I have heat cool pumps, heaters, 240 panels. I have to permit all of that because it's fixated and structured to the house and it's an actual piece of equipment. But
That might change then what I was talking about with the electrician, because he was talking about doing two pole like breakers at each box or at each site. There's a few things to
add a couple more outlets or something, or plugins, or
I don't know, but like we're just gonna have to see what keeps in that sort of qualification, just plug and go.
just a plug and go.
Yeah,
But there's a breaker at the tent, so if something happens, they can just flip it off and on, right?
exactly.
His
But
pigtail would have his own trip
Yeah.
breaker.
Yeah.
but we'd have to make sure that that's not like something that would trigger the permittability of that structure. That could be a big difference between just having a
Yeah,
platform
'cause
and
she
a
said something about putting electrical in the air.
All right, so back at the hotel, it's pushing midnight here in Omaha, and this was a crazy 15-hour day. I mean, there was so much that went on. It's hard to digest everything. The video here gives only a taste of it. I think the biggest challenge that we have right now is figuring out that floodplain issue. The land is beautiful. The people are amazing. There is so much going for it. I really hope that this, I'd say, small but major issue can be overcome. And after having a dinner today with a land developer right here in Nebraska, it does give me hope that there's some workarounds, some strategies for it. So a lot more to come. I have only a few hours to sleep before I have to wake up at about 3:30, go to the airport, go to Wisconsin, see another property that we're gonna build Ferncrest on. There's so much going on. It's so exciting. If you're interested in this as well, be sure to subscribe, follow along, because there's so much more to come. See ya.